Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX, Godspeed, Spot and Dog.
I've read articles about the recent Crew Dragon launch to the ISS as being unnecessary expense at this current time and climate, with protests, a global pandemic, and one of the worst economic downturns in history.
Falcon stage separation confirmed.
That spaceflight is for the privileged white super rich like Bob and Doug, but it's for more of us than it appears right now. With Elon Musk and the way he's designed his rockets, are more difficult to design than ever before to be able to be reused again and again to bring the cost of spaceflight down by an exponential factor.
Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough.
This will result in time, and it's hard to appreciate right now, quite possibly in our lifetimes, to be brought down by such a factor that we have the option and opportunity to be interplanetary ourselves, or to at least leave our planet and look down on it. The importance of doing that, to be able to recount that to friends and families, cannot be understated. You often hear that it's impossible to put into words what it's like to witness.
I have never seen it. All I can say is spectacular, and I know y'all are sick of that word, but my vocabulary is so limited.
Far from being a waste of resources and finances that could be better put to use, it's a way to provide perspective that will bring us together, that will make us take more care of what we have and design our financial and social systems around here and elsewhere, not only to potentially have a fresh start on what seems like a very hostile place, but to change perspectives and have a fresh start here at home as well. It's important to think of the bigger picture with this launch and endeavours from here with the Artemis program and SpaceX's plans for Mars. It's incredibly important, and we need to realise this and support it. It will change the way we think about where we are in a fundamental way that is not possible by any other means. It has parallels to the wars and economic uncertainty around the time of the early Apollo missions, with protests of the budget expenditure required with so many issues back at home. That coverage and those pictures, as low fidelity as they were seen back on Earth, were so powerful that for a short time all those economic uncertainties and hostilities between countries were put aside.
You're coming down the ladder now.
The reason I believe that it won't be a temporary daring to dream by the population that calls themselves the human race rather than a particular country or ethnicity, and that it will be more permanent and lasting, is that these next journeys will not end, will not be a small crew, will be many people becoming space tourists and interplanetary settlers that will continue to inspire us day in and out with a permanent presence away from this Earth, with frequent people returning from witnessing our Earth from outside our Earth. Its fragility, moving rapidly through a vast expanse of other worlds, other suns, and make us feel part of a human race, not a race based on skin color or country of origin. We'll start to think of these things as trivial as what neighborhood or suburb you come from compared to your friend. Because in that grand scheme, it really is that insignificant, and we all be working towards that greater goal. Elon Musk understands that. Jim Bridenstine understands that. They're waiting for us to understand that, and I hope we can soon and start to support it because of its importance for all our futures.
What are you trying to prove to them?
With spaceflight and help make spaceflight accessible to almost anyone, and I would hope for as much support in that direction as we can receive.
Mars was once a warm and wet planet. It had liquid water on its surface for more than 1 billion years. So if the theory is correct that life is a natural development from chemistry, life should have appeared on Mars even if it subsequently went extinct. And if we can go to Mars and find fossils of past life, we'll have proven the development of life is a general phenomenon in the universe.
Creating a self-sustaining civilization on Mars, it would be the greatest adventure ever in human history. Right now, you cannot go to Mars for infinite money. We have to figure out how to improve the cost by 5 million%. And it sounds like virtually impossible, but I think there are ways to do it.